Good morning, everyone. Saturday morning, coffee time. I'm sitting in front of Starbucks with my MAGA hat on. Everyone seems pretty cool over here. I don't usually have trouble with my MAGA hat on over here. So they erupted in applause as they passed this infrastructure bill, and I love how they present it. Right? Oh, we're going to build back bridges. We're going to build roads. We're going to do all these things. Isn't that the same load of nonsense they were going to do when Obama passed his stimulus bill in '08? Can someone tell me here in the chat room a bridge that was built with the last infrastructure of Obama's back in '08? All those shovel-ready jobs. Hey, Wookie. Wookie's dad, good morning. April, good morning. Yeah, the picture in the thumbnail, that's actually, I took that right before I came here to get my coffee this morning. That's one of the 3 Christmas trees my wife has up in the house already. That one's in our living room. We have one in our bedroom and then one in our daughter's room. Yeah, my wife's got all the Christmas stuff out already. But that's what this bill is. They're not going to build any new bridges. They're not going to build any new roads. They're paying off their donors. And the reason that they were so panicked, it wasn't about voters. They don't care about voters. What they're concerned about are the donors supporting them in the midterm elections. And if they don't come through with the donor paybacks from the last time around, how are they going to have their support for this one in the midterms, which they're panicked about after what happened in Virginia and elsewhere in the country, right? But yeah, in front of Starbucks, having my coffee. And I usually on Saturdays come to Starbucks and then go back home and have my coffee. But Kathy was up late. She's sleeping. Everyone's sleeping at the house, so I thought I would stay here down the street and live stream with you guys. I was going to live stream in front of my Christmas tree, but I think I'd wake up. My wife. Is there anyone who believes that they're going to build a road or? Now, they may give people money to build roads and build bridges and repair bridges and do other things, but that doesn't mean they're going to do it. Oh, yeah, MAGA forever, Andrea, no doubt about that. Oh, man. I've been up for hours, actually. I have been up since about 3:30 this morning. They're going to build nothing. Yeah, that's right. Build back better. Did they tell us anything in particular they're going to build? I don't know. Now let me see if you guys have heard the answer to this question, because I don't think it's in this bill. All the really controversial stuff that Manchin and Sinema, they're in the other bill. So, even though they did a big payback to the donors, it's not everything. I'm not really a big fan of coffee. I just drink coffee for the caffeine. This has 4 shots of espresso in it. 13 Republicans betrayed us. Now, this, a lot of people be upset. I'm not upset. This just tells us even more that we got to support President Trump draining the swamp. That's it. Look out for a new podcast from me, too, this evening. What's the worst thing in the bill going to Biden's desk? Well, the worst thing is the bill itself, the whole bill. It's all bad. I'll tell you why. Like I say, and you guys all know this, it's Christmas time for the donors. They're getting all this free money that they don't have to do anything with other than enrich themselves with. They don't have to build anything. And the rest of us peasants out there, we work hard to pay our taxes, right? So we can pay off these donors and keep these people in power. 51 in Orlando. I don't know what the temperature is here where I'm at, but I'm in Parkland right now, which, where the Parkland shooting happened. That's where I'm at right now. Well, they've got this scam, this reconciliation. No, the Senate passed this. This isn't the huge bill. It's not $600 in the bank. It's $10,000 over the course of a year. So even a kid that works part-time at McDonald's has more money than that goes into his bank account throughout a year. Well, they'll be in the other one, Slick Pickles. Called out. Congress always... See, this is what I was telling you guys a lot. When people talk about Biden's polls, Biden doesn't care about polls. Because Biden spent his entire life in the Congress. They always have low polls. Everybody hates Congress. So Biden doesn't care. He doesn't care about low polls. That's all he's known. He's never known good polls. Well, if you pull your money out of the bank, go to our sponsor, William Youngerman, and buy some metals with it, Andrea. Oh, and yeah, William Youngerman, by the way, no matter where you are in the country, not only can you buy the metals at the lowest price you'll get anywhere, you can sell your metals to him no matter where you are in the country, even things you have made of the metals, jewelry and things like that. Oh, you've done business with Youngerman, Andrea? Or you pulled your money out of the bank? My money gets pulled out of the bank all the time. I got a wife and a daughter. You know what I mean? My money's always getting pulled out of the bank. Will Pelosi retire? If she thinks they're going to lose control of the House, I'm not saying whether or not they will. Oh, that's great, Andrea. That's awesome. I'm not saying that if she thinks they're going to lose control of the House, she'll retire, so she can retire on top. But if she thinks they're going to maintain control, she'll stay. Yeah. I've been telling you guys for months they were going to pass something. I knew. Come on. They already passed this in the Senate a long time ago. I agree. Virginia gave us a lot of confidence back, which is definitely something we need. Hear the birds? See, and all the birds have come back to Florida because it's getting cold up north, so we have more birds. It's been like the last week, 2 weeks, it's bird crazy. Crapping on our cars and everything, but luckily it's rainy season, so it rains every day. It launches the bird dew off the car. Good morning, Donna. Good morning. Sounds like sparrows? I don't know. I got a haircut yesterday, but I've got like bedhead, I'll show you. You want to see my bedhead guy? Do you guys want to see my bedhead after my haircut? I don't shower first thing in the morning on Saturday and Sundays. I'll wait till later in the day. Oh man, I'll show you my bedhead. Yeah, that's bedhead, see? I did get a haircut, but not bad for bedhead. It could be worse. I could be like Tim Pool and be bald and have to wear a cap to try to look like some cool hipster to cover up my bald head. Not bad. I don't think it's bad. There's worse bedhead. It's bedhead for me. It's bedhead for me. Oh, I'm already halfway through my coffee. No, but I'm not. I've been saying for months, weeks, however long, they're going to pass something. They're going to pass something. Of course they are. They control the White House right now. They control the Congress right now. So, it's just something that you have got to accept, Let me put the hat of wisdom back on. Every time I put this hat on, I feel wiser. It's like that episode of Spock's Brain in the third season of Star Trek. Have you ever seen that episode? Oh, hey, Nick. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Nick? How's the family doing? Yeah, the sun. No beach this morning. I got to go home, do some work, and then Kathy and I are going to Gonna get Kathy out of the house. Trekker, that's correct, Freedom Soup. Trekker. Trekkie is derogatory. Trekkie is like the N-word for trekkers. Good morning, good morning. The birds all shut up at once. Yeah, Starbucks is right here. I'm a couple doors down from Starbucks because they're blasting music, so every time somebody opens the door, so I have to sit a few doors down. I'm in front of a, I guess this is a Cuban restaurant that's not open yet that I'm sitting in front of now. I don't know if you guys have Cuban food where you're at, but Cuban food is so good. Oh my goodness. I love Cuban food. Well, I'm sure Trump's going to say a lot of what we're saying here this morning, that it's payoff. This is not flavored. I have some cream in it. This is a Venti, which is the size, it's the largest size. Venti Hot Blonde. Blonde's the type of coffee. Americano. And it has 4 shots of espresso in it. I don't get into all that flavored and fancy coffee. Everybody's always like, you pay $12 for a cup of coffee. What do you think, I'm insane? This is $3.43 or something, 47 cents. That's correct, Nick, Spock's brain. That's correct. See, the McCoy had to put the teacher on his head to put Spock's brain back in him. That's what this MAGA cap is, the teacher. Your sister-in-law's Cuban. You guess she's not a very good cook. I've never had home-cooked Cuban food, but I've eaten in Cuban restaurants. I'm not into ice. No, I like the hot coffee. Yeah, usually I've already had my coffee by now because I drink coffee at home, but I'm out of coffee at home. I'm better than Fox and Friends, okay? Better than although I do watch Fox and Friends on the weekends sometimes. Yeah, but that picture in the thumbnail of me in front of the Christmas tree, I took that this morning right before I left. I said at the beginning of the stream, that's the Christmas tree in our living room. My wife has 3 Christmas trees up. 3 Christmas trees. So one in the living room, that's the white one. We have a green frosted one that's decorated in the bedroom on my side of the bed, and then we have a Christmas tree in my daughter's room. So we got 3, and they're all full size. I think they can stop the second bill unless they get to Manchin. But these lunatic snowflakes that surrounded Manchin and his Maserati, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. They put Manchin in and it's good for us that they're stupid. I'm not complaining, but they put Manchin in a position where even if he wanted to, it's difficult for him to change his opinion because he can't act like he's being pushed around by a bunch of Starbucks baristas. You know what I mean? In their skinny pants. Well, the second one has all the real garbage in it. This is the least of the 2. I mean, this is the one that's the least trouble, even though it's stealing from us. I mean, think about it. They got something on Manchin. There's something. He doesn't look as happy as when he was on the back of the yacht. He's compromised. I don't trust Manchin either, but I do trust Cinema. I don't know why she doesn't switch parties. Is it because what is her sexuality? She doesn't say she's gay. She doesn't say she's bisexual. I don't know. She's got a name for her sexuality. I don't know exactly what it is. But how much of the year do you work just to pay your taxes? How many months do they say now to pay our taxes? And it's not just income tax, sales tax, right? All the taxes in your cell phone bill, your cable bill, your internet, your auto tag renewals. How many months a year do they now say? I ignore this because it's depressing. But it's like 4 months or something that we spend, some more, paying taxes every year. And they just give it away to the donors. They just don't care what you think. They don't care. All they care about is donors. We once had Steve and I, this was many years ago, we had a Democrat congressman who's no longer in Congress as a guest on the show. And he was not in studio. He was on the phone. And he's a pretty well-known congressman from here in Florida. And we had somebody else in studio who said they wanted to donate $1,500 to their campaign. That congressman, a member of the United States House of Representatives, got in his car, drove to our radio studio after the show to pick up that $1,500 check from this guy. Can you freaking believe that? And that was just for $1,500. Can you imagine what they do for these really top-tier donors? Not that $1,500, hey, I would go and drive. I drive across town if somebody's going to give me a check for $1,500, but I'm not a member of the House of Representatives. Have some dignity, right? Yeah, they did, Dave. They did. Sorry to break it to you. That is so true, Nick. How many of you have seen, press 1 if you've seen Patriot Purge, 2 if you haven't, because I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I know I've been promoting it all week. It's very good. I'm not going to rewatch it. It's too upsetting. But 1 if you've seen Patriot Purge, 2 if not, so you've not seen it. I saw someone come up behind me. I got nervous for a second. Split. You guys really should try to see it. It's worth it to pay for the app for just the month. Yeah, but you know what, Dan? If Manchin switches to independent, he'll still caucus with the Democrats. So him switching to independent is symbolic. It means nothing. Lieberman switched to independent. He caucused with the Democrats. And before Lieberman, there was a guy a couple years before him that did the same thing. So that's a BS symbolic move. You know, don't get excited about that. Now, if Manchin or Sinema switched and became Republican, now that would be something. You know. I don't know, Misty. I've heard mixed things about that. If you go to thetucker.com, I do not know. But if you have to pay for the app, it's like $5 for the month and then cancel it. I got it for the month, and I think I've already canceled it. If not, I'll make sure. And we did. No. I don't know how many of these Democrats have gone independent and then went Republican. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often. I tried green tea once. It made me feel like I was high. I'll never drink it again. Or was it chai tea? Yeah, Oprah Winfrey's chai tea. I got it at Starbucks once, and I felt so strange for like 2 or 3 days. I felt like I'd been in a sweat lodge in Peru or something, and I was getting some strange drink. Yeah, exactly. These traitor Republicans that supported this bill and voted in favor of it, what a bunch of sick, twisted traitors. You know, there really should be a process. Like, you know how, like in the Catholic Church, the church can excommunicate people? There should be a process like that in the Republican Party where you can excommunicate someone from the Republican Party, like Mitt Romney. You know what I mean? Nicole Wallace. People like that. You can just excise them from the party. It is not windy. In fact, there's not a breeze at all. They had to pass it to see what's in it. They know what's in it. That's just their excuse. Just their excuse. They pass these bills like we accept the terms of service on a website or something, right? You just click it. They know exactly what's in it. Don't buy this crap that they don't know what's in it, because they got all their donor paybacks in it. They know exactly what's in it. McCarthy, I told you guys, McCarthy is the Judas of Mar-a-Lago. Kevin McCarthy is a traitor. Now, by the way, guys, don't forget to go to our special MyPillow website. I have the link in the description, mypillow.com/Kane, Kane. And those are the lowest prices on those items there. 50% off the MyPillow slippers, the lowest price on the MyPillow itself, The lowest price you'll find anywhere on the MyPillow towels, on the MyPillow Giza sheets, and of course 50% off the MyPillow mattress topper with our promo code KANE, K-A-N-E. Even though it's our own MyPillow site, you still have to use our promo code at checkout, KANE, K-A-N-E. And I was talking yesterday on the radio show, he's got that $1 billion lawsuit against him personally and the company. And they're talking about if they win this defamation suit against Mike Lindell, they're going to try, well, not going to try, they're going to make a move to go and take the company away from him, take MyPillow away from him. Can you imagine? And Mike Lindell said the best way that you can help him in his defense in this is buy something from MyPillow. So make sure you use the promo code KANE. And if you click the MyPillow link in the description, it'll take you to our special Steve Kane, Brian Craig page. You still got to use our promo code, but with like the bargain basement prices. Great Christmas gifts, guys. It also helps me out in the show. And we've had a good relationship with Mike Lindell. I was in this conference meeting the other day for people like me that MyPillow advertised with Mike Lindell, and he was talking about this cancel culture up against him, and he is going up against these guys. He doesn't back down at all. He's like, they're not going to cancel me, and we're going to help. We got to help. I have more MyPillow products. I got more coming. In fact, I'm getting, don't tell him, but I'm getting Steve a pair of the My Slippers for Christmas. I just got to try to find out his shoe size. Well, the thing is, he needs to, he's obviously a wealthy man, but he's not as wealthy as he was a year ago because he's lost over $70 million this year, and I suspect he's taking money out of his own pocket to cover things that he would not normally do, and he needs top-tier attorneys. He's going, who's suing him? He's going up against people that are suing him that have their own law firms, right? So absolutely, but Freedom Soup, only send them MyPillows and MyPillow products when you buy them with the promo code KANE, K-A-N-E. All right. And when I was in that Mike Lindell meeting, they're just so impressed at our audience and the support that we've gotten from our audience and viewers here on YouTube. It really blows them away. And because when we first started with them, Mike Lindell thought we were just a local show, and he said, how are you guys selling products in like every state, and in Canada, and in the UK, and in Australia, when you're a local radio show in South Florida? They're like really impressed by you guys. So I appreciate all your support. Oh man. Well, the thing with Mike is he being a Christian, he's just not a worry. He's not a worrywart. I never sleep in. I've been up since about 3 or 3:30. I woke up and I was in bed half an hour reading the news on my phone, and then Kathy said, "Oh, you got to turn your phone off. The light's waking me up." So I got out of bed, and I can't remember if I got out of bed at 3 or 3:30. So then I went to the living room and started reading the news on my phone. No, you don't. We don't want any discount codes, Kelly, other than KANE, K-A-N-E. That's the only one. No, I am. Let's see here. I'm 2 doors down from Starbucks, and this is a Cuban restaurant that doesn't open till lunchtime. No, I'm not at Hooters. Oh man. Yeah, I took the thumbnail picture at home, and then I came here and got coffee, and I was going to go back home and live stream in front of the Christmas tree, But I didn't want to wake Kathy up again, so I got to let her sleep in. So I figured, let me sit out in front of Starbucks. Now, so that's what I'm doing. Starbucks already has their Christmas cups. Oh, you're going to love the mattress topper, Andrea. You're going to love it. It is so comfortable. Mike Lindell is really a brilliant guy. Yeah, those products at MyPillow are so high quality. 99 cents, that's a good deal. Oh, well, we have 3 Christmas trees. Yeah, well, my daughter was in California. She came back on Monday. We, the day before, we put up the Christmas tree in her bedroom. 50% off the mattress topper in all sizes, yeah. Now, you got to use our promo code Kane, and I have the link in the description, mypillow.com/Kane. I have the link in the description here to our special MyPillow page that Mike Lindell gave us. Yeah, I need my coffee. I'm addicted to coffee like Hunter is to hookers and crack, you know. I wish I could give up. Maybe I'll go to rehab with Hunter one day. Now, on the podcast, I'm not going to get into it now, but on the podcast today, look for it later. Kathy and I are going to talk about that FBI raid of Project Veritas yesterday over Ashley Biden's diary. Biden's daughter with Dr. Jill. Project Veritas, they had 2 raids with Project Veritas yesterday, the FBI. Which is a confirmation that the diary is true. I remember when that diary came out, I wasn't so sure it was real, but now they confirmed it since they did the raids over it, right? But Kathy and I will talk about that and go over the details of that on the podcast. The Saturday morning thing, I'm not necessarily planning on it being a regular thing, but I'm already up, so I've been doing it, I guess, like the last 3 weeks. I've been getting a lot of messages from people that want me to do more fireside chats. Well, I don't have a fireplace, and that fire pit, that was at the hotel I was staying at a couple weeks ago with my daughter. I thought they did too, so, so I'm a little confused, but it's certainly a confirmation that it was really her diary, because we never had a confirmation with it. I have a quiet morning voice. Well, I talk louder on the radio because I'm broadcasting on the radio. In morning drive, you got to be up and alert and awake for people. People don't want to hear a guy when they're getting up in the morning on the radio in their cars like, no. So on the radio in the morning, you got to be a little more energetic, which I am. Plus 3 hours live on the radio, you got to be upbeat with that. Yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Oh man, I can't wait for our cruise. I could use a vacation. I could just call it a fireside chat. Yeah. You're ordering the dog bed? Yeah, we have 2 of the MyPillow pet beds. They start at $19.99 with our promo code Kane, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, our dog and our cat love them. Weaponized parents, yeah. Yeah, Kathy was telling me that there's a condition that she thinks Kamala has. I can't remember what it's called. But, no. Getting ready to go to work on Saturday. Oh man, you order towel set. Yeah, the towel sets are nice. I have the towels too. And all my MyPillow products I pay for. I pay for all of my MyPillow. People ask me all the time, oh, you have all this MyPillow stuff because they send it to you. No, they don't. I buy it. The deals are so good, I don't mind. Well, I appreciate it, John. I do appreciate it. Yeah, and if you guys, I like to consider myself the MAGA show of record. There is no one on YouTube, on the radio, or podcasting that is as big of a supporter of President Trump as I am. I mean, there's just no getting around that. I know there's a lot of Trump supporters, but I'm talking about broadcasters, you know, and I don't understand why I don't have at least as many subscribers as a Tim Pool type. I should, but it's, you know, it's very difficult as a white conservative guy to grow on YouTube, and all of my growth that I do on YouTube is completely organic. I don't do any, you know, a lot of people, they advertise, they do all kinds of other things. Everything's organic, word of mouth. So, you know, what you guys could do that helps me out a lot, liking the videos helps tremendously. Every video, if you liking the video, when you like the video, especially to new people coming in, you might have found me through a recommendation, and that is because people that watch like the videos, and those likes tell the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to people. So that like helps so much. And another thing that helps with the YouTube algorithm is the notification bell too. That helps a lot to get new people here. And you know, I'd like to have 100,000 subs by the next presidential election. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. You know, you guys, you know, so you guys can help me do that. Brian, I have a question. My husband is here. He recently had a stroke. The doctor you go to for hormonal replacement, does it work really good? Dr. Mitch Montez, absolutely, Dr. Mitch Montez. I don't have his number off the top of my head, but I've got his cell phone number memorized, but not his office number. But yes, Dr. Montez, hormone replacement pellet therapy works like it's something you got to experience, you know. But it is dramatic. I don't think so, Gibson. I'm not one of these whiners that complains. You know, I don't think so. I just, you know, I don't know. I don't think so, because there, you know, you can grow, but it's, you know, got to have the help of you guys. Well, my hometown's Columbus, Ohio, but I've been in Florida for most of my life. I've been in Florida since I was 11 years old. 1982, came to Florida. Yeah. Kathy's a native Floridian, which there are not too many of. And my daughter's a native Floridian, but, you know. But I do appreciate all the support that you guys give me and the Steve Kane Show and my podcast and Kathy. It does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. Too cold in Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, well, the only way I'm going to get to 100,000 is if you guys help me. You know, get your friends and family to sub, like all the videos. That's it, Denise. I cannot pronounce that, but we can just call it PBA. Although I think of police benevolence when I see PBA. That's certainly not Kamala. She's anti-police benevolence. Oh, the case against Cuomo is over. Now the Governor Cuomo, they're saying that the statement of the victim wasn't signed, so he didn't get arrested this week, and he never will. It's over. It's over. Democrats, though, like James Bond, they got a license to do whatever the hell they want, and there's no consequences. No. Well, thank you. Thank you, Nick. I worked at WKAT, not on the air, but I ran the board at WKAT for a while. $5? Well, I guess they're $5 already in some parts of the country. Let me see here. The gas station over here is covered by a palm tree. I can't see the price. A palm tree is covering the gas prices on the gas station next to me. Which one is best to invest in, silver or gold? Whichever one you can afford, Crystal. Whichever one you can afford is the best one. But I was talking earlier. if you buy gold and silver from William Youngerman, you will pay less for it than anywhere else, including these online places. And I did not know this until a couple weeks ago. If you have anything made of the metals, no matter where you're located, they can buy them from you around the country, like silverware, jewelry, any of those kind of things. Yeah. Yeah. What I took in, I came across some coins from the 60s, U.S. coins before, I think, 1964. Might be off by the year or two, but before, I think 1964 and earlier are 90% silver. And I came across them just in time because that's how I paid for our new refrigerator. Our refrigerator broke a few weeks ago, and I was blessed to come into possession of these coins from the 60s and paid for the refrigerator. So that was a good deal. Who do you think Trump will select as his new vice president? Well, it's kind of hard to know, but I would like it to be Ron DeSantis. Because, I talk about this a lot on the podcast. Whoever is Trump's vice president will get the nomination in 2028. Okay? So, Ron DeSantis, he'll have 2 years left as governor in 24, but we only have 2 terms anyway for governors in Florida. He'll be out in 2 years anyway. He'll have to step aside. And, if Trump were in office right now, obviously, I'd be pushing for Ron DeSantis for 24, but it's still Trump's time. So whoever is the vice president in 24 with Trump will be our second MAGA president. And I want Ron DeSantis to be the second MAGA president, and then myself. Sure you can. Sure you can, Slick Pickles. You can turn it into cash any day of the week, anywhere in the country. I think so too, Nicholas. And a lot of people don't realize how close President Trump is with Ron DeSantis. President Trump's back here at Mar-a-Lago, here in Florida, and Governor DeSantis is there all the time. And not for press events, things you don't know about. I'll hear, Governor DeSantis was at Mar-a-Lago, they go golfing together, they hang out, they go to, and they're not press events or, just like private events. They are very, very tight. And, I know there's other people that we like everyone likes Kristi Noem and everything, but there's not one of these MAGA Republican governors that we don't want anyone from Congress. Congress is just scumbags, untrustworthy scumbags that are all on the take. You really want a governor, and there is no MAGA governor that is a more get things done person as Ron DeSantis. Candace Owens, listen, I like Candace Owens. Don't misunderstand me, but she was a never Trumper in 2016. And I had said when she made this deal with Ben Shapiro, I said it at the time, Ben Shapiro is a Trump hater. I don't care what he says. Ben Shapiro is a Trump hater, and they brought Candace Owens over there with Ben Shapiro to take her out of the mix so that the Never-Trumpers could get control of Candace Owens. And they have. And if you notice, Candace Owens is not as much a part of the dialogue as she used to be. Well, don't be so sure they're going to let that Joe the plumber type guy, that truck driver, I can't remember his name offhand, get that seat. They're not done yet. Listen, I like Candace Owens. Don't get me wrong. She does a lot of good work, but I don't trust her. I do not trust her. Anyone who is a never Trumper, I'm always cautious about. Well, when someone is a black conservative, they get put up on a pedestal. You know, Republicans a lot of times get overexcited at black conservatives. I mean, obviously we want black conservatives, you know, Hispanic conservatives, Asian conservatives, white conservatives. But a lot of times when there's a black conservative, especially one that's good looking and charismatic, because she's good looking and charismatic, people ignore a lot of things, you know, because they want to say, look, we're diverse, we have black conservatives. You got to be careful about that. But no, Candace Owens does a lot of good work. Please do not misunderstand what I'm saying, but no, you know, Don Jr. for VP. Now, I want Ron DeSantis. I really want Ron DeSantis. Now, I'll support whoever President Trump picks, but if I were advising him, that'd be my pick, because I'm thinking about the 2028 race, too. Yeah, Durr, that's his name. Yeah, exactly. Well, Candace Owens was making jokes online about Trump's hand size in the 2016 campaign. Now, I know she was red-pilled and everything, and I used to be a liberal when I was young and everything. I get it, and I'm not saying that she's a never Trumper. I'm just saying that I always am cautious with never Trumpers, and Ben Shapiro I'll never trust. Now, I'm not worried who's going to replace DeSantis. You know, in Florida, we've been a Republican state since 1998, okay? We've had Jeb Bush became governor in 1998, and it's been a Republican state since then. And a story just came out yesterday, because there's been all this migration into Florida from around the country. For the first time in the history of Florida, registered Republicans outnumber registered Democrats. For the first time in the state. Just happened. So whoever the governor is, it'll be fine. No one's going to be Ron DeSantis, but no one's going to be Trump. So, you know, that's just the way it is. But if Trump were in the White House right now, President Trump would be backing Ron DeSantis for the 2024 nomination. But, you know, he's not. So he's got one more term ahead of him. So it's just not DeSantis' time right now. His time is 2028. But he'll be vice president in 2024. He's good. And, you know, he has a press conference pretty much every day, Ron DeSantis. And they're fun to watch because the press come after him, and he is so good with the press, he humiliates them. They all say it until it's offered, because this is a different thing. Well, anyone who thinks, someone said power hungry, anyone who thinks they have the solutions for the country on all of the country's problems, there's a little arrogance, but you need that. You need that. That's called, you think of it in a negative way, but it's also confidence. You know what I mean? And certainly, like you can say about President Trump and Governor DeSantis, there's no corruption there. Yeah, I remember a bit of that feud. I don't know. I don't know too much about Kimberly Klacik other than what we heard, Nick. But so I don't remember what that feud was about. But Candace Owens wants to be the top millennial black conservative girl. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of those kind of things that go on. Good morning in the UK, where it's turning in the afternoon over there. But no, I'm not bashing Candace Owens, but we don't want her working in the White House. You know, we don't need another Omarosa. Look how that turned out. You know what I mean? General Milley might run in 2024 for what? President of the local LGBTQ group or something? I don't know. What would Milley run for? MAGA forever. That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head home. I finished my coffee. But again, please make sure you like the video. And if you're new, subscribe. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Take care. Thanks for watching, everyone.